Hello everyone, welcome back. This is another Advanced OU replay. This one does not feature me in it. This one features two players. They're relatively unheard of, but that doesn't make them bad. I've played them a few times before, and they're definitely decent players. This is SVT, who you won't see a whole lot on the advanced ladder, but he's definitely a capable player. And VallejoMC. I probably tore that to bits because I think he's probably Brazilian or something. I don't know. I haven't really bothered to investigate. Sorry about that. But yeah, he's a reasonably good player too, and I just decided to spectate a game and see if there was anything good going on. And I caught them on turn 1, and this is what happened. So SVT is going to lead with Gengar. And Vallejo is going to lead with a Salamence. He's going to get out of the way, go to Dusclops, which is pretty much one of the most solid Gengar counters, as well as it being the best spin blocker. But he's not going to be spin blocking at the moment. He's going to go for the predictable Shadow Ball. Milotic's going to come in from SVT. He's going to have to get out of the way, go to Jirachi, who can take pretty much anything Milotic throws at it, bar a random Hypnosis, but doesn't have it, shows Toxic, and Jirachi can just Calm Mind up here. Milotic's going to Surf. I don't agree with that from SVT. I think he should just get out of the way and go to his Jirachi counter, to be honest. Which he does on this turn. It's Tyranitar. Psychic's going to do nothing. Psychic or Thunderbolt was pretty viable, to be honest. Yep, he's going to get out of the way, going to Claydol. Claydol's a pretty surefire Tyranitar counter. Even with Hidden Power Bug, I think Claydol will still win. Claydol's going to predictably Earthquake. Milotic's going to come in on the Earthquake, take barely nothing. Double switch, go to Dugtrio, and wow, he's going to stay in an Earthquake again. That was pretty good for VallejoMC. I'm not sure I would have done it, but it definitely worked out well. He's going to go back and bring in Milotic again just to threaten him off. He's going to double switch again and go to Gengar as he explodes. Wow, very good prediction there. Either that or he was predicting another Earthquake. But either way, it worked out really well for SVT there, and basically the Claydol blew itself up for nothing. Jirachi's going to come in and Calm Mind on the Tyranitar switch in. Obviously that's going to force him out. He's going to go to Salamence. Ooh, that's iffy. I'm assuming he wants to get the Intimidate off, but SVT predicts that somehow, and hits him with a Rock Slide, which is going to take him down after Sandstorm damage, so Vallejo's definitely in a hole right now. Dusclops is going to come into Tyranitar, but that's a bit iffy. Will-O-Wisp is obvious, and SVT is going to bring the Milotic in on the burn, and now it's looking really shaky for VallejoMC. He's 2 Pokemon down, and his opponent has a burnt Milotic, which is pretty bad. I mean, the Sandstorm and the burn will be wearing down the Milotic, but the Milotic will be able to tank pretty much any physical attack now, and it can just recover off any damage, so that, not to mention that Milotic has incredible special defense in the first place. Seeing that Milotic as being a huge problem, especially since he's 2 Pokemon down, Jirachi's going to catch him with a Thunderbolt here, but he's just going to recover it off. And I think with a bit of pressuring, this can turn out well for Jirachi. Tyranitar is the obvious switch in, and ooh, I wouldn't have gone for Calm Mind there. I'd have gone for another Thunderbolt. Nevertheless, he's going to switch out. He's going to go to Swampert, who, without Hidden Power Grass, Tyranitar doesn't really beat. Tyranitar is going to have to get out of the way here for fear of Earthquake, and Swampert uses Curse. I'm not sure how this is going to fare well, considering we haven't seen any evidence of a Heal Bella, and we know this Milotic has Toxic. So even with the Curse, whoa, he's going to get out of the way. He's going to get out of the way. Okay, Earthquake is going to obviously not do anything to the Gengar, and Gengar's going to threaten Giga Drain, so let's see how this works out. He's going to go to Dusclops, which is pretty surefire Gengar counter and is definitely the obvious switch, and Gengar is going to show Hypnosis, so Gengar, he doesn't get out of the way, and a lot of Dusclops carry Sleep Talk, so I think staying in for Hypnosis there was pretty risky, to be honest, especially considering the Shadow Ball was obvious. He's going to get out of the way. Another Shadow Ball. special defense drop, which is pretty irrelevant. Milotic stands 9% after the burn, but it can just recover any damage off. And Dusclops shows Seismic Toss. Okay, so it's got Shadow Ball and Seismic Toss. Pretty unusual. It's got Will-O-Wisp as well, it's already shown, so its last move must be either Rest or Pain Split. It really could be anything, either of the two. For the time being, I'm going to assume that it's Rest, because that would be the best case scenario for Vallejo at the moment. If he was carrying Rest Dusclops. Tyranitar is going to come in on the Dusclops switch in, so it's a nice double switch in, and yep, Vallejo is going to predict again, hit the Milotic, wear it down with Seismic Toss to the point where it's just going to have to recover this turn or die. Yep, he predicts that, switches out, goes to Regice, which we haven't seen yet. Regice could pose a problem for the Milotic. Obviously, it's probably going to be carrying Rest, so Toxic won't be doing anything to it, and a Thunderbolt would really put a hamper on Milotic. So he's going to get out of the way, and he's going to go to Metagross. Not sure why he Ice Beam there. I really would have just gone out for the Thunderbolt, to be honest. Metagross over predicts, shows Hidden Power Grass, predicting the Swampert switch in, and it's not going to work out well at all, because Regice is just going to stay in and Thunder Wave. Which probably indicates this isn't a Psychic Regice, so if SVT is hiding something like a Carmine Jirachi or Carmine Raikou, he's in a bit of trouble. Jirachi's going to come in on Metagross. I'm not sure about that. Obviously he's going to threaten him off with Carmine Thunderbolts, but at the same time Earthquake's going to do a ton. And Metagross is going to explode. I'm not sure about that, unless he doesn't have Earthquake. And in comes this Dugtrio again. And he's going to threaten to revenge, and yep, he's just going to straight up revenge. It's not really anything that Vallejo could have done there, and I think his best chance of sweeping just went out the window. Dugtrio's obviously going to get out of the way, throwing an Earthquake, and Rock Slide. Wow, nicely predicted by Vallejo. Gengar's going to go down. So Milotic's going to come in, and Swampert really can't do anything to this Milotic at all with that burn. So he's going to get out of the way, goes Dusclops. Pretty standard turn. He's going to Toxic the Dusclops. I don't think there's a whole lot that Vallejo could have done about that, to be honest. He doesn't have a Steel type lying around. I think he'd be better off going to Regice at this point. Regice will be able to rest off the damage, and he's going to stick it out with Seismic Toss. I'm not sure about this. I would definitely be going to Regice right now. I'm going to have a look at what his other Pokemon, what SVT's other Pokemon are, see if there's any other reason. Dugtrio, I'm guessing that going to Regice and resting is probably going to threaten him off. He's probably going to force SVT to threaten him off with the Dugtrio with Rock Slide, which would be very bad. Not to mention that the Tyranitar's still going out, but the Tyranitar's been paralysed. So that's definitely good. If it's Dragon Dance Tyranitar, that's very, very, very good. If it's bulky, physical Sub-Punch, then it's still decent. It's still, paralysis is still good, and it allows Swampert to quite nicely counter it without fear of being outspared and randomly hidden power grassed or anything, so that's definitely handy. Milotic's going to come in, Swampert's going to curse, but Swampert's going to have to get out of the way because of stupid Marvel Scale. Obvious Toxic is going to hit the Dusclops. Really, I would have recovered if I was Milotic there. Not sure what I was playing at. But yeah, I'm guessing the reason why Vallejo is not going to Regice at the moment is because if Milotic Toxics it and forces it to rest, then while it's resting, Dugtrio can just come in, trap it, and Rock Slide it to death. So this is a bit of a tense situation for Vallejo, but he's definitely pulled it back. He was at 6-4, but he was down 2 Pokemon before, and now he's down 1 Pokemon. Tyranitar gets bad paralysis there, and Swampert finishes off with Earthquake. So now it's 3-3 a pop. So he's definitely pulled it back. Milotic's going to come in again. He's probably going to recover here. Let's see. Yep, recover. Obvious, pretty much. So Dusclops is now going to threaten with Seismic Toss, but remember this Dusclops is now Toxic now, and that's pretty threatening. Dugtrio's going to come in. Let's see what happens. Oh wow, that was bad, bad, bad. So now Vallejo's up a Pokemon. Dugtrio is gone. At this point, I would be going to Regice and trying to outstall. Wow. Okay, he has Pain Split. That changes things slightly. It means that Dusclops can't remove the status, which probably would have been evidence actually if I'd have been paying attention, because he's been toxic all this time, and all it would have taken would predicts the Pain Split again, and lands it on the Milotic. So definitely good. In comes Swampert, and Milotic's just going to toxic onto the Swampert. I really would have gone to Regice there. Regice could have threatened the Milotic and rested off the Toxic if it landed, so now that Swampert, I'm pretty sure, unless it's got Rest, is permanently poisoned. Yeah, that's pretty iffy. And now we're just going to play this game where Dusclops is going to be taking all of Milotic's health for itself, and Dusclops is also going to be slowly worn down by Toxic, and Vallejo is going to have to keep switching around between his Toxic Pokemon. Unless he goes to Regice, which I really think he should be doing. And this Milotic's just going to be sitting there being really annoying with Recover. He's going to go out to Swampert. Surf is going to hit Swampert for 29%, which is about average. But this Toxic's really not being friendly to Swampert. He's going to go out again, go to Dusclops, and Milotic's going to Recover. But the problem with this is that after this turn, Dusclops is going to be on 20%, and that's easily Surf KO range. Here it goes, Surf KOs, and now we're just down to this Swampert and this Regice. I really think he should have gone to this a long time ago, because before he could PP stall the Milotic out of moves, because he had 3 Pokemon as opposed to SVT's 2, but now they're pretty much equal. They're pretty much equal in terms of PP. I mean, I've not been counting, obviously, but they're pretty much equal in terms of PP. And Swampert's Toxic, which with no way to recover, which is bad. It's basically putting a great big timer on it since it has no way to recover at the moment. And he's going to stay in and curse. And I really don't agree with that. I'd be playing the PP stall game here. Just trying to win, switching around Swampert intelligently. But he's just let Swampert go down, and I think that's pretty much game over. I think he was trying to get a Lucky Earthquake onto the Regice, and then finish it off with a Thunderbolt from his Regice, but that doesn't look like it's going to happen, and it's just going to rest up, and there's really no hope here from this point. If a Thunderbolt's doing 12%, a crit Thunderbolt isn't even going to 4-hit KO. Never mind the Sandstorm, which means that Rest Talk. Is it Rest Talk? It's not Rest Talk. I'm assuming it's Rest Psych Up or Rest Thunderwave then. But either way, there's no way that one Regice can beat another Regice and a Milotic, burnt or not. So I think that's pretty much game. He's just playing around now, just Thunderbolting. I'm not sure why SVT's resting, really. I'd just be attacking. It's wasting time, to be honest. But yeah, I think there are a few critical points. I definitely think Vallejo pulled his way back very well. He made some good predictions. Catching things like the Dugtrio and forcing the Milotic to recover more times than it wanted to. Definitely think that he played his Dusclops fairly well, but I think I would have gone to Regice a long time before he did. That's not me playing him down at all. He definitely did well, especially after that atrocious start where he was 4-6 down. 4-6 down, and he managed to burn his opponent's Milotic. That was pretty bad, and he definitely made a very good comeback. And here he's just letting himself go down, which is perfectly fine. There's no way he can come back, and he accepts that. And that's the game. So, if you like this change in, I don't know, just change. I haven't actually featured another player on my channel yet, so appreciate it while it lasts. I do my best to try and find. Oopsie daisy. I do my best to try and find other people's replays, and this is about the first one I found in a good couple of weeks of looking. So I guess you hope to see more. I hope to see more, and if you liked it, like the battle, subscribe to your channel, do all the cool things, YouTube things, and I shall see you all later.